Hey guys and ladies, welcome to Zip Gaming Online, and today we're gonna be talking about Warframe, and it's gonna be a little different. So we're gonna be talking about how Warframe is played. This is basically a tutorial for a lot of people who are new to the game, and I'm doing this basically kind of like a PSA, alright? And I hope it's kind of informative for new players and maybe for old players who just kind of want to brush off a little bit of the basics. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Here's the starting frames, if you will: the Excalibur, Loki, and Mag. And none of this are a bad choice, really. Difference is they all have different playstyles. So on this basically demonstration, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Excalibur, and I'm gonna go ahead also to actually ask you guys how many of you still remembers this sort of scene. I'm sure you all remember this. You go ahead, jump into Mercury Terminus node, and you start killing enemies without any mods, and just you will remember this forever. It doesn't matter if you're a new player or an old player. For the new player, it would be a very vivid memory. For the old player, you will remember just how hard it is. And the annoying part is, a lot of you will probably switch to melee until you start to actually see the problem with it. It doesn't catch up with higher level enemies. So here's the arsenal, and I kind of want to show you guys this thing. This is important. If you actually look at your arsenal, there's all your equipments, if you will. And when you go to one of your equipment, you will see an upgrade tab, right? And you will see all these mod slots. And then with these mod slots, and especially this little thing, it's basically an added aura mod. Or for the melee, it's going to be the stance mod. And all of these mod slots needs to be filled with a mod. It doesn't need to be completely filled, but you need to actually understand that mods is what drives the game, alright? Because if you do not have a particularly good set of mods, your weapon, your frame will become extremely weak, okay? And for a melee, as you can see, there's the stance mod slot there as well. If you put stance on it, you actually gain a significant bonus to your mod points. And these all are important because I'm gonna go ahead and, just use Mark 1 Braden here for an example. A lot of you guys know just how weak this weapon is, right? But suddenly if you put, like, say, Serration and Split Chamber, just to kind of prove a point here, and I'm gonna go ahead and click apply, and you guys get to see the massive gap of difference there. It more than doubles the damage, and here's the bigger comparison that you guys can kind of see a little bit better. Whereas the Mark 1 brand starts with 2.6 impact, 4.3 puncture, 10.2 slash, and then it jumps with this loadout into 17.7 impact, 29.5 puncture, 70.7 slash, 176.7 toxic, and 282.7 magnetic. And here's the thing, you guys can just go ahead and immediately see the big gap of difference between a no mod to a modded weapon. Here's the thing, a lot of people who are new to Warframe are used to the idea that if you have a better weapon, it will become better regardless of how many mods you throw in there. Mods is almost something that you just kind of kick on the side. It's not the main thing. Whereas in Warframe, the biggest thing that you can take away from it is that mods makes the game. If you have mods and you're not using it, you're not doing it right, basically. And also, the other thing is, I want you guys to actually notice that I've been using magnetic and toxic here on the loadout sample to show you guys. And why is that? Because even when you mod your weapon to actually do a lot of damage, you actually have to know your enemy. Okay? For this, little presentation, if you will, we're actually going to use the Pluto Hades nodes. Alright? It's basically the last boss nodes you can get in the star map. So here we are with the new loadout, and as you can see immediately everything looks a little bit different. Your Excalibur has more health. Your Mark 1, your Skana, I mean, has that kind of glowing effect, and suddenly your Mark 1 Brandon can kill enemies. It's nuts, right, when you think about it? But that's the thing about this game. I want you guys to actually see just how easy it is to actually kill an enemy of level 28 with the starting weapon. It's actually pretty good. It's not as bad as we'd like to think it is. I mean, we are just pre-built to actually have a bias against starting equipment, because we start on a bad foot, really. We kind of step in and we don't know how the game is played, and as you can see here, even the Lotto could actually take down a level 28 enemies without a lot of hassle, really. So the thing I want you guys to understand here is that mods is the big thing in Warframe, and there are no such thing as bad equipment. There are only better equipment, but it doesn't make it, like suddenly the equipment that you have before is bad. So don't go around and, immediately buy, like, say, a weapon on the market and regret it later on like I did. I know I started out with really bad impression on like, oh, Mark 1 sucks, but as you can see here, all your weapon actually does a pretty well of a damage against a level, let's see, what level is this basically? Oh, level 29 boss. This is the toughest boss you can get on Star Map, by the way. So you can see that starting weapon is actually not that bad. It's all about the mods, and I urge you guys to take that away from this little presentation. I hope that was informative for you guys, and I hope I don't stutter too much and mumble, because I do generally do that. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that actually improves your Warframe experience. And if you're an old player, you guys already knew this. What are you guys doing watching this? But thanks for the views anyway. So if you guys want to go ahead and click on the left for, looking at other stuff on my channel, go ahead and click that. If you guys want to see a little bit more tutorial, go ahead and click right. We're going to be talking about a whole lot more, and probably, that might help you. With that being said, have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.